do it with humor and levity.
Right. So, let's see. I think we've covered just about everything that I was, thinking about covering in my conversation with you. What else should we know about you? Is there anything that we didn't touch on that is a glaring omission?
No, I mean we've covered a lot.
We have covered a lot. I find you a really interesting and compelling artist. I love how you're not spoon feeding folks. You let your art have a great deal of mystery in it, and I think between that and obviously the hours of craftsmanship that go into doing what you're doing, I think people can appreciate the art you make. Do you have any shows coming up soon?
I do have another solo show coming up this summer on the East Coast in Provincetown, and I have a show coming up in November in Houston at Devin, Borden.
Okay.
And so those are in the works. I'm also talking to the Georgia Museum of Art, so something might pop up regarding that in the near future.
Very good. So if folks were going to keep an eye on your work, your website, is it Ted Kincaid?
TedKincaid.com, and it has links to all 5 of my galleries.
Okay.
And if you want to see the work in person, all the galleries are happy to pull stuff out and show you. Because I think the work doesn't translate, and again, this is ironic, the work doesn't translate digitally. You really, there's a need to see it in person.
Right. And are you on Instagram?
Yes, I am. I'm on Instagram.
Okay. And would people see your work on Instagram, or is that more personal?
I don't allow studio visits. I don't like people in my studio. It's a very private place to me. When I'm ready to show stuff, I'll either take it to the galleries, or sometimes I'll put things that I'm willing to show in progress on Instagram or Facebook.
Okay.
So,
all right. So, but if folks wanted to check out your work, probably the best place is your website or one of your galleries in Dallas. That's Talley Dunn.
Yes.
Right. And but you're also represented in, I believe, Houston and Provincetown, Mass, and
New Orleans, and then oddly Bloomington, Illinois. That's my press, the printing press. So
awesome. And so, Ted, once again, I really appreciate you being willing to sit down and have a conversation. It was very enlightening. I had a great time this morning, and I really appreciate your time.
I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Again, a huge thank you to Ted Kincaid. If you want to see more of his work, check out his website at tedkincaid.com. That's TEDKINCAID.com. I know there are lots of podcasts out there, so thanks for listening to this one. Outside of New York is a weekly podcast. As always, you can listen to the show on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app. If you've enjoyed this podcast, be sure to subscribe. And while you're there, please rate the show and leave a quick review. Your feedback is the key to other folks finding us. If you prefer to go straight to the source, you can catch a new episode each week at OutsideOfNewYork.com, where new talks normally drop on Sunday evenings. Outside of New York is a great place to check out past episodes and see images from each of our conversations. If you're interested in learning more about my art, you can visit my website at craiggould.com. That's CraigGould.com. Or check me out on Instagram at CraigGouldArt. And lastly, Outside of New York is a commercial-free, listener-supported program. Podcasts have a number of ongoing costs, like paying for a place to store and host all the episodes, or the cost of hitting the road to interview artists who don't exactly live down the street. So if you want to make sure we stick around, you can support us by making a donation through Patreon. Patreon is a platform that allows patrons to provide financial support in the form of a one-time payment or monthly donations of as little as $1. Visit patreon.com/outside of New York, or just look for the link at outsideofnewyork.com. Thanks again, and have a great week.